Hi again, everyone. Scott Plyer, Popcorn fan here, and in this video, there has been a new announcement for an old Marvel Netflix show that is on Disney Plus now. I want to talk about Daredevil because there's just been an announcement that they're doing a revival series for the character on Disney Plus, and it's rather interesting because so far there have been two appearances on Hawkeye and in Spider-Man No Way Home, and Matt Murdock, he was in Spider-Man No Way Home, and the Kingpin, Vincent D'Onofrio, he was on Marvel's Hawkeye as like the big bad villain in that final episode of Hawkeye. And I I think it is confirmed that Daredevil will have a cameo in She-Hulk. So yeah, I like that they're slowly teasing the characters coming back from the Marvel Netflix show, and it's rather fascinating because I'm a huge fan of that show. It's one of my more favorite superhero shows from the past decade. It's an amazing TV show, and I definitely think a lot more people should check it out. It's very underrated, if you ask me. I think that what they're doing, I'm not sure who the writers are for this new revival series, but I'm sure that when they do make this new show, they're gonna basically be like it's gonna kind of be like a soft reboot slash continuation of the previous series. There will be some connective tissue, but at the same time, it will be sort of a softer reboot of the character because in the MCU, I'm sure they'll do some things differently, and they already have done some things differently, especially with the Kingpin character on Hawkeye. So I'm assuming there's also going to be some differences, especially with the Daredevil's suit. I'm curious what Daredevil's suit will look like in the MCU once we get that. Maybe we'll see it on She-Hulk. That'll be interesting. I think what's fascinating about this show is that it'll be interesting to see a lot of the returning characters coming back from the Netflix show, and just seeing this story continue. Really, I love the character. In the comics and even in the old Spider-Man cartoons, Spider-Man and Daredevil would cross over a lot, and it was fun to see that kind of cameo in No Way Home because in the comics, Spider-Man and Daredevil would cross over a lot. So, and also Kingpin was originally a Spider-Man villain, so it would really be really cool to see these characters come back maybe in another Spider-Man movie, because of that history between Daredevil and Spider-Man, and I'm just looking forward to all of that. I'm a huge Daredevil fan, and because I just like the way the suit looks. It's a red colored suit, and the cowl, it's kind of like a Batman's cowl in a way, and I've just always been very fascinated with the character ever since the Netflix show, and I'm really excited for this new revival series. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is because it's MCU, I'm worried that the tone will not be consistent with the Netflix show. I'm worried that might be a bit of a concern with them injecting a lot of the MCU humor that we've come to expect with pretty much every project. Just worried with the way they're going to handle the tone with the revival series, because if you've seen a Netflix show, it's a very dark and gritty show that has a similar story structure with the writing to something like Batman Begins, for example. So that's just my one little concern with this new Daredevil revival, being sort of in the MCU, and the way the MCU always handles the tone with a Marvel Disney Plus show or movie being inconsistent, and that's just my main concern. But I am still very excited nonetheless. So that should do it. A new Daredevil show on Disney Plus will be coming, and not just She-Hulk, but I've heard that the Echo show that's in development spinning off from Hawkeye, that will also be kind of like an unofficial fourth season of Daredevil with both Daredevil and Kingpin in that show as well as supporting characters. So a lot of Daredevil to come around within the next couple of years, and I am looking forward to all of it. So that should do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.